it's Tracy and I'm back to talk about these little goodies that I finally got. I finally found them. I feel like I've been searching since October, so that's, you know, almost 2 months that I've been looking for these things. These are the new, what I think is limited edition, Where's the Party eyeshadow palettes from Wet n Wild. And you guys know how much I love my Wet n Wild eyeshadows. They're like my favorite drugstore eyeshadows ever. So I finally picked these up yesterday at Walgreens. Wasn't even going into Walgreens to look for them. Usually I'll drive by Walgreens and I'll be like, oh, sorry, my nose is itching. I'm like, oh, there's a Walgreens, let me pop in and see if they have the collection, and I have not been able to find them. Like, I've scoured every single Walgreens within probably a 20-mile radius of me and have not been able to find them, at least all the Walgreens that I know of. It's very hard for me to usually find limited edition stuff, limited edition Wet n Wild stuff at the Walgreens here in South Florida, and I don't know why that is, because when the I Heart Matte palette came out, I could not find that anywhere. But thankfully, they revamped it, or renamed it rather, and included it in this collection, so I was finally able to pick it up. It's now called Drinking a Glass of Shine. I guess it's because, you know, you're drinking your shine instead of putting the shine on your face. So these are all matte shadows from Wet n Wild, and I am ecstatic that I finally was able to pick these up. I won't swatch all the colors, at least I don't think I'll swatch all the colors, because there are so many vlogs out there with really great swatches. So I'll try to link that one of those, at least one of those, down below so that you can see the swatches of them, but I'll do a few here. And so here are the matte palettes. Here is the matte palette right here. Again, it's called Drinking a Glass of Shine, and what I love about these matte shades, especially the ones that are like the colored ones, is that they don't show up chalky. Like, they actually show up true to color. Like, there's the violet, there's the blue, there's the green, and they actually show up as blue, violet, and green on skin, even on darker skin tones, which a lot of times is very difficult to accomplish. So good job, Wet n Wild, for doing that, because this palette is now in my possession and I'm so excited about it. The black is one of my favorite blacks ever. Like, I love it more than Max Carbon because I love sort of the smooth texture of it, and there's not really a ton of fallout. Some of the more shiny ones do have fallout. There's the brown. It's like just a brown, sort of a reddish browns, kind of looks like a darker version of Foley maybe, and even like this, even this peachy shade actually shows up as like a peachy shade on my skin. So it actually shows up true to color on darker skin tones. So that's what I really love about this. So Yippeeeeee. And the next one is Sparkle Till Morning, and I find that these two palettes really go well together. As you can see, like, there are some neutral shades right here, and then there are some like really great colors. I think that these would go really well together. I'm actually wearing these colors here right now. I'm wearing this brow bone color all over my lid. That's what's, again, another thing that's so great about this palette is that you don't have to, if it says brow bone, doesn't mean you have to put it on your brow bone. I have it all over my lid. I have this one in my crease, and then I did define with this one right here. And I love this palette because it's so neutral and yet versatile. Like, you have this bright pop of color. You can do lighter neutral eyes. You can do darker neutral eyes with this. I love it for that very reason. So this one will probably get the most use out of me, simply because there are more neutral shades, and I probably on a regular basis wear more neutral shades, especially in this color family, the gold color family. They included two really great golds. This one I find is like more shiny, and then this one, while it still has shine, it's sort of a more pearl type gold, and so I love that they included both of those. And then this crease color here, this like coppery color, I love that color because I've been searching for a color similar to that for a long time. So it looks sort of like a penny, like a light colored penny, or like a fresh penny. I love this blue color. It's gorgeous. It's like a lovely light teal. Here's that copper color right there. So again, these are fantastic. This definer color reminds me a little bit of NARS's Galapagos, except for I think Galapagos has like chunkier shimmer. And it also reminded me a little bit of Max Carbonized, but when I got home and I looked it up with Carbonized, it's actually not the same. But I do want to tell you about the color payoff because I have Carbonized here. So here's Max Carbonized. I thought they were similar, but they're really not that similar at all. But the color payoff of the Wet n Wild shadows is so much better than Carbonize or this darker matte shadow. I think you can sort of get the same effect because you're going to be using it probably, you know, as a definer and not necessarily an all over lid color. So I do like the effect, but let me show you sort of the payoff. So here's one swipe of this definer color. And I'm going to do the same thing with Carbonized. Here is one, so I'll even do 2 swipes to get a darker color. And as you can see, like the one swipe, I mean, while it's still dark, that one swipe really does stand out. This one has more of a, you know, like a pearlized type sheen, and then this one does have a little bit of chunky glitter. But the payoff, that's just on my fingers. So then let me show you the actual payoff on my hand. See if I can swatch it. There it is. So this is the definer color, and then that's Carbonized. So as you can see, the definer color really does stand out, and I find that it's more consistent in terms of the payoff. So props to Wet n Wild for that. I'll probably be using it more than I'll be using my Carbonized now, because I find that with Carbonized I have to keep building, and keep building. Whereas with this, like when I applied it, I tapped my brush in because I really didn't want to get like, you know, a whole bunch of, you know, darkness on my eyes for the daytime. So I just tapped my brush in, didn't find that I had to even build it up. Like one small tap was enough. You do have to be careful with some of these shadows, like this definer color. The ones that seem to have a little bit more of like glitter sparkles in it, be careful with the fallout, because I did find that there was a little bit of fallout right here after I'd put it on. So just be a little bit careful with that when you're using it. Again, I would suggest just tapping your brush in and then building it up rather than trying to scoop it out and then apply it. Or don't do your face makeup until after you've done your eyes, because that'll help too. And then the last one in the collection is the Shimmer the Night Away palette. This one I find, I love it, but when I was reading some of the blogs about it, like people were kind of like, it was a toss-up, like it was like, yeah, okay, get it, and I love it, no, I don't really love it that much. You can find other ones. I do love it because I don't have anything like this sparkling blue color in my collection, so I do like it. These 3 colors right here actually come in a trio. I don't know what the name of the trio, Up in Smokes, I think is the name of the trio, or something like that, but so these 3, the silver, this sort of gunmetal gray color, graphite color, and then this sparkling black, which looks like clubbing, come in a trio. So if you're just looking for those like traditional smoky colors, then just go ahead and get the trio for $2.99, I think. But for a few more dollars, you can get 8 colors, and you get this gorgeous, gorgeous blue, and then these purples right here. Oops. Sorry, I flip-flopped those, but there they are. And then the one that I'm probably the most disappointed in is this one right here, just because that probably isn't going to be a color that I'm going to be using the most. That'll probably be really great for fairer skin tones. It does show up lavender on my skin, but it's a little bit chalky. But, you know, for 7 shades, I mean, hey, why not? If I happen to do somebody's makeup and they want to have this light lavender on them, then that's great. I think it would work. So again, here is the Shimmer the Night Away palette. I would buy it alone just for that gorgeous blue, to be honest with you. These were $5.99 at my Walgreens, which the price of these went up, because I remember when the first 8 pan palettes came out, they were $4.99 each, but now they're $5.99 each. So the price did go up a little bit. I'm still not going to bicker about that, because I feel like for $6 you're getting 8 really great shadows. For one MAC shadow, how much is a MAC shadow now? $15? $16? So $16, $6, you know, and you're getting really good quality shadows. If you lose it, now if it's limited edition and you can't find it again, then that's one story. But if you lose it, you know, you can just go to the store, get another one, you're at $6, not a big deal. I don't know if I'm going to depot these. Some of you have seen my my one video where I've depotted all of my Wet n Wild shadows. I will link that down below so that you can see how I travel with them, because they travel really well. And I use my Wet n Wild shadows probably more than I use any of my other shadows, just because they're so versatile. I have so many colors. They're so versatile. I have them all in one palette now, so it makes it really easy for me. I don't know that I'll depot these. I'll think about it if they make them into. Or if they make it to the permanent line, which I think they should, then I probably will end up depotting them, just because I usually have, I have them depotted, and then I also have backups of them. So if I could find backups of these, that would be awesome. I could only find 3, like in the Walgreens, like 2 of them were together, like in one separate area, and like not even on the actual display for these. And then another one was like face down in the Wet n Wild, in the normal Wet n Wild section. So it was just like by sheer chance that I was able to find these shadows, because honestly, I didn't think that I was going to, because it's so difficult for me to find, you know, the limited edition stuff. So just keep looking. If you're looking for these, like keep looking around in your local Walgreens. You never know when they'll pop up. Hopefully they make into the permanent line so they're not so, you know, hard to find for most people. I would love for them to come out with more palettes, just because these, again, are my favorite palettes ever, and I think that there are still some more colors that Wet n Wild couldn't explore, and I'm sure that they have those in the works, even though we don't see them yet. Or at least I hope they have them in the works. I would love for them to come up with sort of a palette that has like cream colored bases, kind of like how Sleek has that like cream bases that are like in different colors. I would love for them to come up with something like that, or something with like a bright colored palette. I mean, I think a lot of people were asking for a matte palette, and they finally came out with that, so yay. Hopefully some of the other things that are on my wish list will come out eventually in the Wet n Wild collection. So I'm really excited about these. If I can find more, or if you can find them in your area, then go ahead and put like, you know, the city that you're in down below, so that people can actually go and be like, okay. There's also an interactive map on Nouveau Cheap's blog, and I'll link that down below as well, where you can kind of like look at the map and see in your state or in your city, like where people are spotting these Wet n Wild shadows. And other than that, I mean, all I can really say is good luck. If I find more of them, then I'll definitely pick them up and do some sort of giveaway for those of you who cannot find them in your area, because I know they're really hard to find. Like, even in my area, and I live in a city, like it's still really hard to find, and I could only find the 3 of them. I think that somebody probably wanted to buy them, but then they didn't, and so they put them down, and then I picked them up. So yippee for me. I lucked out on that. But yeah, if I can find more, then I'll definitely do a giveaway, because I think that they are worth everybody having. I think every makeup lover should have them in their collection. So yeah, that's all for now, guys. I hope this video was helpful in at least a bit, or at least the links that are down below can help you, like the swatches and the interactive map. I hope that those will help you, and I'll see you guys next video. Take care.